Today I finally have my brow routine. This has been super highly requested, so I hope it lives up to all of your expectations. I'm going to start out by combing out my brows. You can use any kind of brow spoolie for this. This just makes them easier to see and see where you want to pencil in. So for the brush, I like to use a brush by NYX Cosmetics, and it's the B18 eyebrow brush. I actually only use one product when I fill in my brows, and that is the MAC Fluid Line in the shade Past Twilight, and this is a gel liner. You can use any of MAC's Fluid Line products or paint pots for your brows, depending on your shade. So I just like to start by naturally kind of following that shape of my eyebrow, and it's all about pressure. Because we want more of a faded effect, the front part of our brows we're barely going to apply any pressure to. I like the outer half of my brow to be the darkest, so that's where we're going to apply the most product. And this is me showing you, this is where your brow technically should end. So if you make a diagonal line out from your outer corner of your eye, this is where your eyebrow should end. And then you want your eyebrow to begin straight up from your inner corner. So filling in your brows is kind of all about practice and finding the right shape and kind of arch that works for your face shape. So this is just how I fill them in. I always start at the bottom and then I'll go to the top of the brow and then fill it in last. If your arch gets a little intense like it just did there, don't worry, we're going to clean it up with concealer. This is a good trick. If you mess up or put on too much, your brow gets a little crazy. We've got stuff to fix that. So now I'm just filling it in completely. Again, you really, like here I'm barely touching my eyebrow. We just kind of want to fade it into that deeper brown color. The biggest tip I can give for not looking like you just Sharpied in your brows is leave the front part of your brows alone, or like I do, turn the brush and just lightly feather that in. If there isn't enough hair naturally there at the front of the brow, you can always use a super light shade like Naked or Buck from the Naked palette. If you do that, turn your brush upwards and make sure you're stroking in the natural direction of your hair. Now I'm going to go back in with the spoolie and just comb through my brows. Because I do use a full coverage foundation, I'll usually go in with whatever foundation I use that day. Carving out your brows with foundation or concealer is a really easy step that makes it look a lot more clean and precise, and it'll also help to fix any of the mistakes that you make. To make the concealer or foundation better blend into my face, I just turn the brow and blend that in like this. So this is just how I do my brows on a pretty much everyday basis. If it's difficult for you, you really just have to practice. A good trick is before you shower at night, put on some brows, girl. Just do it. If you like this 3-minute brow routine, be sure to give it a thumbs up so I know, and click the little box up here if you want to see this tutorial. This is what I did the same day that I filmed my brow routine, so the brows you're seeing are the ones I just recorded. Bye!